other servers. It's a lot of traffic. Even though Bolingbrook does not have a lot of traffic, Chicago does. But I feel sorry for you guys. You should move into Bolingbrook. Anyway, before I start the program, I would say a couple of moment of silence for Governor Jim Edgar. He passed away yesterday. I worked with him when he was running for governor. He was a very good friend of our Mayor Roger Clare. They went to school together. So please, only a minute or so. Governor was, he came to Bolingbrook when we had our first parade, I think during, Roger, you remember it, we have a Pakistani float, and he especially came to our float and shook hand with our kids. Now they are fathers and grandfathers. I mean, it was, not grandfathers, but fathers. But anyway, I would also like to mention another name, Mr. Mearley. He was my right hand for a long time. I miss him very much. Normally he would be here instead of me. He has some health issues. Thank God he's home now. He's getting better. Hopefully he'll be okay. I pray for his health. And I miss him a lot. We missed him in the Pakistan day. We've missed him today. And he was a get-go guy. Very, very intelligent. But again, you know what? You never know what can happen tomorrow. So please take care of your health. We have doctors in here too. You can ask their opinions or suggestions. But anyway, today is a bittersweet moment for us. We are saying goodbye to our Consul General. I wouldn't say it's a goodbye, but it's just thank him for his services to our community. He was the Consul General who came here so many times. Whenever I invited him, he was here. I think I normally keep count who comes how many times. Yes, I do. And some consul generals came only 3 to 4 times. Some came 2 times. He surpassed all of them. So that's a plus. And again, because our community is very welcoming community. Any consul general that comes in here, they know about Bolingbrook. I think consul general can vouch for this. Even this is the only place the ambassadors come. They don't go to other suburbs, they come to Bolingbrook. Because we welcome all the people, all the diplomats with open hearts. Consul General is leaving us, he's leaving with a legacy of his presence, his community-related works, and help to every person that he was engaged with. I know I got called from the airports that my flight is in 3 hours, I don't have a visa, so can you help me? And sometimes I say, good luck, but if I call Consul General, he would say, I'll help him out, but he may miss the flight. So this is the kind of relationship that we have. And on the other note, whenever there's an invitation from the consulate, I used to get invitation from the consulate itself, but he would personally call me. He has called me 8 in the morning, 12 at midnight, tell us, are you coming? This is kind of relationship that we had, and thank you very much for that. I know when he came in, he didn't realize that Bolingbrook will be one of his stops almost once a month. Most of the consul generals, they don't realize the importance of Bolingbrook. We have a lot to offer. Our Mayor Roger Clare, he went to Pakistan, Mary went to Pakistan, we have a Billy, he went to Pakistan. So they visited Pakistan and they got the impression that we have a negative impression in here, but when they did see our country, Pakistan, they loved it, and our hospitality was excellent. Without further ado, I would like to have Mayor Roger Clare.
Now?
Yes. to say a few words. He's the mayor of. She will come to present.
Age before beauty.
No. Experience before beauty.
Slip that one in.
Gotta take it when I can.
I told Todd when I got here that I did not want to speak. And by the way, have you been keeping book on me too?
You were here forever.
You got a file on how many things I don't show up on? It's not many. I did miss Pakistan Day this year. I was in California with my 10-year-old grandchild. Those of you that don't have grandchildren, you can use them. When you say with your grandchild, all bets are off. It's okay. You can miss something for your grandchild. Anything else? Not quite enough. Just a couple things. One, Jim Edgar was, again, a good friend of mine. I met him when I was probably 17, 18 years old in college at Eastern University. He was president of the Student Senate. We didn't have a lot in common. He was more of, I guess, a student than I was. I was there, but going to college was secondary to me. I was I had a lot of fun in college. And he used to, anyway. But after he became governor, when you're a mayor, you like to have people like that show up to your parade, right? It's nice to have the governor walk your parade. And he was in our parade 3 or 4 times as Secretary of State and as governor. And one year he had to cancel because something came up, and I was unhappy about that. So I said, you gotta do it next year. And he said, I will, I promise I will. So next year he was in DuQuoin, Illinois, at the DuQuoin County, or the annual summer fair down there. He was in DuQuoin. He flew from DuQuoin to the Aurora Airport, limoed from the Aurora Airport to Bolingbrook, walked in our parade, turned around, went back to Aurora, and flew back to DuQuoin, all in one day, just to meet that commitment. And we laughed about that a lot, but that's how good a friendship we had. And then one time we had a fundraiser. I don't know if you know this, Mary, but we had a fundraiser at St. Dominic's School here in Bolingbrook, and I invited him as governor to come to the fundraiser to help, elect Roger Clare. He came in by helicopter at about 8 o'clock or 8:30 at night. It was dark. They landed the helicopter in a field near the school, and of course brought him over by limo. The neighborhood for weeks wondered why a helicopter was landing in the middle of Bolingbrook at 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. But that's how good a friend he was. It was a big hit. Anyway, Bolingbrook just had their 60th birthday, and one of the things we advertise and talk a lot about Bolingbrook is our diversity, and that is clearly the front runner community there is our Pakistani community. We took delegations to several countries, and Talat said we need to go to Pakistan, so the delegations were put together. Billy Hurth was part of that group, Mary was part of that group. There were, what, 12 of us, I think? And we went to Pakistan, had a great time. We were well treated by the mayors, had a sister cities with Sialkot. We stayed in a hotel in Lahore. And just to tell you what a small world it can be, we were having breakfast in Lahore one night with some other people from some governmental units talking about Pakistan and Bolingbrook. And a guy came up and tapped him on the shoulder. Now, I've looked this up since I did that trip. There are some 400 hotels in Lahore. We're sitting and having breakfast in one of those 400 hotels. A gentleman walks up, tapped me on the shoulder, and says, Mayor, I live in Bolingbrook. I mean, what are the odds of that being at that breakfast at that time in that hotel, halfway around the world? Anyway, we were treated very, very well. Had a great trip. Our relationship with Talat and the Pakistani community has always been very, very strong. I really don't know what else to say, and I could get off on the trip in Pakistan and talk about what we did there for a very long time. You don't want to hear that because we got here for other reasons tonight. Consul General, I spoke a while ago, we've had this before because Consul Generals turn over every 3 years or so. Oh, one of the times we were in Pakistan, we were having dinner in a building next to the mosque. And there were probably 30 of us, 40 of us. And somebody came over and handed me a cell phone. It was Permissy, the former Consul General here, who was in Kyrgyzstan, I believe at the time. He said, we finally got you to Pakistan. Now, I thought that was a nice touch that he took the time to track us, know we were going to be in Pakistan, and call that night during that dinner to say hello and wish us well. So perhaps you need to call us sometime.
When we're in Pakistan.
And then during one of the presidential inaugurals a few years ago, Tal and I, we had dinner and breakfast with the ambassador, in fact, at his home. So we've had lots of experiences, great relationship, marriage continued. So thank you again, and I'm gonna stop now, Tal.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll write that down, I spoke.
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor is always gracious enough to accept my request, even though he doesn't like it, but I just put him on the spot and he just comes on the stage. But thank you very much, Roger. We have a good relationship with the mayor for a long time, almost 30 plus years. He appointed me in several commissions and he asked me to be chairman and I said, no, Roger, I have too much on my plate. But Roger is a very good friend of our community. Before I go further, let me recognize a few individuals that are here. We have Deputy Vice Consul, Mr. Syed Ali, he's with us. We have, what is it? I forgot your title.
Fire marshal.
Fire Marshal. Brian Getton, he's with us. And then we have lots of people that supported our Pakistan Day. There are a lot of businessmen in here. We have the people, whenever we do any events that's related to Pakistan, they support us financially and morally involved. We also have current elected president of UPNA, Dr. Aftab, a good friend of mine, and he's here for a long time. And luckily we have somebody from Chicago who is UPNA, one of the largest physician association. Before that, it was like 30 years ago, we have the president. But we wish him good luck and hopefully he will remember us because when you get to that position, we are shoveled under the carpet, but hopefully, you know, he's a good friend and he would do that. Before I go further, I will invite our Mayor Mary Basta. He visited Pakistan with us and she loved our food. She's a good friend of ours and she's a phone call away all the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. You guys are hungry, aren't you? All right, I get it. We'll cut it short. I'd be remiss if I also did not introduce Bhamini Patel, one of our trustees that has joined us here this evening. And I think that I should get extra credit for being at the Pakistani event on my birthday and being here on my husband's birthday.
Oh.
She's starting to wonder. I think Mayor Claire covered it well. You know, the diversity that we have here in Bolingbrook and the friendship that we have with the community, especially the Pakistani community. Always very welcoming, always there supporting us when we need them, whether it's going to the mosque or even, you know, politically, if we're going door knocking, we can always count on the Pakistani community with the leadership of Talat and Mir Ali. Always have been very supportive and very welcoming, and we do appreciate that because that means a lot. It's part of an extended family that we know that we can always count on. So thank you for that. Consul General, I have to tell you how impressed I am with you and have been with you because, as you know, we've had many Consul Generals on the Egyptian side and none of them compare to your presence, especially in the Bolingbrook community. And as Talat said, you know, you're always sending out those personal invites, coming in. Obviously, Miss Asma, we're gonna miss you, your friendship, your smiles. She's been definitely a solid right hand for you, probably right and left, to be honest. But you're always there, you're always walking, you're always welcoming, you're at our events, whether it's a flag raising, a festival, international fest, and that's something that you should be very proud of. Your commitment. You know, you guys have said it. What is Bolingbrook? It's a village. No, it's a home for you. It will continue to be a home for you. And I hope that you will stay in touch with us. Wherever your travels take you, you will always have a home here in Bolingbrook. Thank you so much for your dedication to not just the Pakistani community, but to Bolingbrook. I appreciate it. Is this where I asked the Consul General to join me?
Yes, if you want.
I do want, don't I? I think I
Unless you
want.
want to say something.
So we don't have keys because that's kind of over, but we do have something that we hope you will take with you and that you will probably hang on your wall at your next post. And it says key to Bolingbrook, presented to Tariq Karim, Consul General of Pakistan in Chicago, strengthening ties of friendship and diplomacy. Mayor Mary Alexander Boston, September 2025.
Thank you so much.
One second, I know you wanna get your picture.
Yeah.
There you go.
One second.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Before I invite you, I have to recognize a couple of other elected officials. We have Mr. Asif Malik. He is a trustee from Main County. We have our good friend, Ashok, he's from Naperville. And anybody else I forgot? By the way, the food is today from Bismillah and Arwa Coffee. They're here, and they just had a grand opening yesterday. Actually Saturday in Naperville. Arwa Coffee is in Bolingbrook as well. So, Consul General, we're giving you the key, but we will change the password every 2 years. So make sure you're here to update it, because today we're sorry, that's the way it is. So whenever you're in town, whenever you're here, please do stop by, and our community will love you to have your presence in here, break bread with us. You've been here several times, and I know whenever somebody has a visa problem, issues, passport, or power of attorneys, he's always there. At least he guides them. Sometimes they don't have the complete paperwork and they expect miracle, but again, it's a good guy. At least he listens to them. And I know I call him so many times because I know a lot of people, and everybody expects that I can do it in one day. I mean, that doesn't happen. But again, we try our best, and the consulate does a very good job of helping all of us out. I would also like to recognize our APA team that are with us. They are at the table, Mr. Imran Ruchi, Mr. Mazid, you can stand up, you don't have to shy. And then we have Mr. Zulfi, he serves on Civic Board, Culture, and one of our volunteers, Mr. Yassine. So, Mr. Consul General, it is now your time to say a few words, whatever you have to say.
Thank you, Bolingbrook. Thank you, Mayor Mary Basta, our friend Roger Siklar, Dalit Rashid Saab, APA President, community members, elected officials, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. This is indeed a great honor. Thank you, Bolingbrook, for this recognition. So to be recognized in this way is not just personally moving, but also it is a testament to the strong friendship and cooperation that existed among us, that we built together to pursue, to promote our shared values. And I accept this honor with deep gratitude and humility. And I think it's not just a personal recognition, but it is also a powerful symbol of the growing ties between the people of Pakistan and people of United States, especially Bolingbrook. It also reflects the strong bond that we have between our community, the Pakistani American community here, and the broader communities here, the elected officials. So I think it's a symbol of trust, respect, honor, and openness. And I always, whenever I was here, I always received respect and honor. Talat would be calling that I should come, and maybe on the 1 day or 2 day notice, I would be here because there was so much love and affection. And I have been as a diplomat, I have been to so many places around the world. We have so beautiful places and communities. But I would say that Bolingbrook, this community, is so unique that we have a few experiences like this, and it's really very enriching and inspirational partnerships and relationship that I enjoyed. So as we were talking, the Bolingbrook village, but I think our community is so vibrant here, our elected officials are doing so many programs. I think you are one of those places where Bolingbrook City is organizing, whether it is the flag raising traditions, 34 years, so long. Which other city, big, small, has this unique honor? I don't think so. But this is a result of the continued devotion, dedication, starting from Mayor Roger C. Clark and 3 decades of services. And I think same legacies continued. I see Mayor Basta is so dedicated and so committed to continue with these partnerships, friendships, always inviting me, and we have, I think, the strong foundation of this relationship, whether it is a sister city relationship of Bolingbrook, Sialkot, throughout the Midwest region, the 12 states, we have just 3 sister cities. We are working on so many, but Bolingbrook, Sialkot is the one of that relationship. And although we know Pakistan-United States relationships dates back to the birth of Pakistan, 1947, we have strong foundations. We have a very bright future, and there are so many other platforms. But I believe the sister city mechanism provides extra layer, platform, opportunities. For example, in culture domain, in academic, people-to-people interactions, and this Bolingbrook is always on the forefront of strengthening the relationship among communities. This is, as Mayor was talking, and Mr. Roger also, about the diversity, the vibrancy, the dynamism that is here. We see every good values and qualities here in this city, in this village of Bolingbrook. So I think these elected officials like you, our community members like Talib Rashid, I think this person has a very long contribution in strengthening the relationship among communities, and also strengthening the ties between Pakistani American community and our elected officials in city. And I think this is a unique sort of relationship I see that is there, and we have to continue with this strong tradition. Briefly coming to when I was coming here as the Consul General, I came with a mission. So one was, the Pakistani American community is a very strong community, very vibrant, and how to effectively utilize the community for our overall common objectives that includes our bilateral relation with the United States, Pakistan and United States, business ties and others. And the secondly, one was, as he mentioned, how we do that to ensure the quality consular services to the community members. But secondly, to how we can engage the communities in different initiatives that promote bilateral relationships and people-to-people interaction. So I think the business ties, promoting trade between the two countries, investments, and culture, that also was a very strong areas where we continue to work. And I can share with you that Pakistan trade with the Midwest region is continuing to grow, and that was also another priority. And also to to engage with the different, for example, elected officials, civil society members, so many other people. That really helped in building friendships and the relationship and the partnerships that I would like to continue to grow. And as Mayor Roger talked about the relationship and the phone call, certainly I would continue to bother you. And I would also look, maybe we can have your visit Pakistan to be organized. And I think he's really, so many people in Pakistan knows him. And also Mayor Mary, I think she's also doing a great job. And maybe I think dozens of the programs I participated, and I hardly missed any of the program in the Bolingbrook. So it's not just, it was always honor. It was always my pleasure to participate. So I am thankful to all of you, Talit Saab, for this honor as well. This is a great honor, and also for your strong support throughout these years to pursue our common objectives, to strengthen relationship between two countries, and also promote people-to-people interactions, and also elected officials. Everyone, I think that we have other elected officials here, and we met and we discussed how we can really promote relationships. And I believe that Pakistan-United States future of this relationship is bright, and we are now seeing a renewed optimism and potential in the scope. There's so much scope in trade, people-to-people interactions, and I think we have a very strong team. And just to share with you, we are not a big consulate general here, but when I see our team, I saw all of you as a team member. I trust that if we believe that every member of the community, every person here as a elected officials, civil society members, our friends, community members, they can contribute, and I can share with you that everyone contributed in our shared objectives in pursuing and promoting these things. Because our objective is the same. If we are talking about Pakistan-United States relationship, if we are talking about community welfare, about how we connect, build bridges, networks. So everything really contributes. So thank you, everyone in the Bolingbrook, for this great honor and respect. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to see you. Whenever I would come, I would like to visit the Bolingbrook and would see all of you wherever I go. Most welcome. You're all invited. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Consul General Saab. It was a very nice and touching speech. When you're you have the mic, sometimes you forget people, recognizing them. We have Mr. Naveed here. He's the president of Pakistani Chamber of Commerce. We just started, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay, thank you very much. And we have a president of Pakistani Association, Mr. Hassan. He's with us too. Did I forget anybody else? I hope not. Oh, Nazneen, she's here. Please stand up. She's also she's a joint our APA, Association of Pakistani Americans. She was very helpful. And please do help us out when we knock on the doors, and we always beg for the money, to be honest with you, to do the programs. And I'll be straightforward. I mean, nothing can run without, the dollars. But anyway, thank you very much again. You've been very good to us all the time. That's why we can, arrange these events whenever we can. The food is ready, so please help yourself. Okay, let's take a picture for
Sorry.
Again. Okay. It's gonna be big. And one more, just hold on. Thank you.